This is an advisor tutorial on selection modes. Selection modes determine how your mouse interacts with the data. In this video, you'll learn what each of the 4 selection modes are and how to use them in your analysis. Throughout this video, we will be using the customer's demo that ships with the software. To adjust the selection mode, go to the top toolbar and click once on the drop-down menu. For desktop analyst users, this is found in the Analyze ribbon. The 4 selection modes are Replace, Add, Subtract, and Intersect. The default is Replace. This means replace the previous selection with a new selection. For example, clicking on West under Revenue by Region selects all customers in the West. Then, clicking on East in the Revenue by Region selects all customers in the East because we've replaced our old selection. Note that this also works across charts. Try clicking on Manufacturing, which replaces the Eastern customers with manufacturing customers, regardless of their region. The Replace selection mode is sufficient for most use cases and is thus the default mode. The next selection mode is Add. When you choose Add Select mode, the new selection adds to the previous selection. For example, try clicking West once again in the Replace selection mode. Then change to Add by going to the drop-down menu. Then click East. The West customers are still selected, and we have added to them the East customers. This selection mode is useful for selecting multiple categories, such as some of these industries, and is equivalent to a logical OR operator. Note that you cannot add data that is already selected. Subsequent selections do not add the data again. The next selection mode is Subtract, which means remove the current selection from the previous selection. For example, change back to Replace selection mode, then sweep a box around Retail through Manufacturing. Then change to the Subtract selection mode, then click on Healthcare. This removes the healthcare customers from the list of these selected customers. This selection mode is useful for removing data meeting a specific criteria, and it is equivalent to a logical NOT operator. Note that you cannot subtract data that is already unselected. The last selection mode is Intersect, which finds the intersection between the existing selected data and the newly selected data. For example, change to the Replace selection mode, click on the East region, then change to the Intersect selection mode, and click on the Manufacturing industry. The result is a list of customers who are both in the East and in the manufacturing industry. Note how previously in the Replace selection mode example, clicking on Manufacturing had selected all customers regardless of region, whereas using Intersect, it found the combination of the two. This is equivalent to the logical AND operator. The Intersect selection mode should not be used within the same chart, as data cannot be represented twice within the same chart. A customer cannot be simultaneously in the East and the West regions. Overall, the 4 selection modes enable greater flexibility to your analysis using Advisor by changing how the mouse interacts with the charts. Keep your selection mode in mind, and you will take your analysis to the next level. For more help and tutorials, check out the rest of the Advisor Help Central page.